It goes without saying that all of us have family traditions for which we feel justly proud. I'm going to tell you about just such a tradition in my family, our O'Brien homemade ice cream. To be sure, there's nothing fancy about this austere old recipe. The ingredients are simple and plain: eggs, cream, sugar, salt, and a little vanilla. It is merely an old recipe that harkens back to a simpler time, a time before computers and internets. This recipe predates the dawn of horseless carriages and electricity, when most families in America were agrarian, when a treat made from the plentiful eggs and milk one harvested from one's own farmyard could spruce up any family get-together. Consequently, I would argue that there is no way to enjoy our family's homemade ice cream without experiencing our American history. That this particular family tradition is almost like a time machine for your mouth. As I said, the ingredients are humble. I've made a few slight changes to the recipe Daddy showed me so many years ago. Regardless, I believe my version must be closer to the original. Daddy was a notorious cheapskate, a rare character flaw undoubtedly caused by the Great Depression and Dust Bowl years he experienced in his youth. So I don't scrimp on the sugar. As with Dad's, however, my version of the recipe does start with eggs, a lot of eggs. If you're allergic, this isn't the recipe for you. With the blender set on uber high, blend a full dozen in a large mixing bowl for a little less than forever. They'll be frothy and full of bubbles when it's ready for the sugar. Slowly, and I mean slowly, add 4 cups of sugar along with about a teaspoon of table salt. Let this blend for the rest of forever, until your blender starts to complain. Now it's time to pour the concoction into the ice cream canister. My White Mountain ice cream maker makes about 1.5 gallons, so it easily accommodates the quart of half and half, along with the quart of heavy cream I use. Dad used to always pour the tablespoon of vanilla on top of the mixture, as it sat in the canister, so of course I do the same. Just seems like part of the tradition, even though it probably doesn't matter when it's added. White Mountain mixers have been around for a long time, well over 100 years. They are still the best, even though they sold their patent to some entity in China like every other American business in the past 20 years. My mixer requires a 20-pound bag of ice for a batch of ice cream. I go through about 3 cups of rock salt too. You have to alternate between ice and salt layers as you fill the maker, building the mixture like a salty parfait. When the motor gives out, you know it's done. Let it sit covered for about a half hour. I place the ice cream container in the freezer for a few hours to let it really harden after that. But we used to eat it right out of the canister too. With this all done, there's nothing left to do but eat it. It's good luck to be the one who cleans the beater. I always like mine with a little chocolate syrup on top. Daddy used to eat his plain with a saltine cracker, just like his daddy before him. Sometimes I do that too, especially when I'm missing him and want to reach back in time to say hello. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.